What's up, Wishers? Teej here for Wishers Tea Time. As you can see, we have my handy dandy fidget spinner, which is not a fidget spinner, but it is I who is here with another guest and another drink. But before we get into the drink, of course, you have to know who our guest is. We have none other than Miss Nicky Allado. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
On very short notice. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I know.
But you are here, and that's what matters. Now, you may or may not, You may or may not be familiar with tea time, but in tea time, we don't just serve tea. We also serve coffee or chocolate.
Love.
Whatever it is you're gonna get, you will find out later on.
Perfect.
As everyone who comes here, they don't know what they're gonna have. But as someone who is an artist, you know what you have, and that is a song that you have just come out with. So what exactly is the song you have?
The song that I just released is called Get Over You. And I know, not over you exactly. I know, right? It's like get over you. No, it's actually getting over somebody who you have been, in terms of like being a habit with, like in habits of, like you, like let's say your best friend, it could be anybody, so like your loved one or whatnot, and then all of a sudden you guys have a falling out. Oh. And it's just like one of those things, like the process of getting over somebody.
Getting over the rituals you guys had together.
For sure, exactly. Like getting over his, like not knowing his schedule, like not remembering his schedule anymore, or her schedule, like kind of thing like that. So I wrote it in my song and I was like, oh my God, this feels so real. So
now, in terms of feeling so real, has it any connection at all with an experience you've had, or is it just like a generalized kind of
It's a generalized kind of thing. And you know, like I love communicating, and I love communicating with friends, with my clients, with my students and whatnot. And then the stories that they tell me, I'm sort of like patching it together, and then blah, the song was formed.
If you're able to patch up other people's and make it seem like it's just one story, props to you. Yeah. Because I could get my story straight.
Like subconsciously, it's kind of just like my story too. I'm sure in some way or form, like I've had that experience as well. Yeah. But mostly it came from like friends and just sort of like calling me and being like,
I see. So you're one of them people, huh? Yeah. You're the person everyone calls.
That's me.
That's also our wishers. Exactly. They have no choice but to watch this. Probably. I mean, unless they click out, which you won't, right? You won't.
Absolutely not. Don't do it. Don't do it, guys.
And it's Get Over You.
Yes.
Get Over You. Is it just self-produced? Did you work with a producer?
I absolutely self-produced it. I made the music myself. I recorded it. I did I had it mixed and engineered, obviously by my mixing guy, but everything I self-produced it. You know, I did the beats and everything for it. So
beats? So it's a little bit of a,
It's very upbeat. It's very poppy. Yeah, it's like a sad title. It's like a sad title, but it's very like...
Is it uplifting in a way?
Very uplifting, and it's a very happy song with a sad message.
Okay.
But in the, it's like one of those things where you can dance along to. Yeah.
But I feel like Get Over You can go both ways. Like Get Over You could be a song where it starts sad, but then ends up being happy.
So here's the thing, right? Like if you think about it, right? I mean, the relationship didn't work out. That must be like probably a good thing for you. It's like a sign for you to have like a new beginning. And so this is what this song is sort of all about. Like, and not like waking up one day and you're like, wait a minute, I'm not even thinking about this person. Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Yeah. That's it.
What's for breakfast?
Yeah, exactly. Like not like, oh, is he gonna call? Is she gonna call? Oh, it's already 6:02. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
I'm not saying late, but I relate.
Good. See,
not
it's so relatable.
It's like a nurse.
So relatable though.
So when I was going to school, you know how you have an alarm that's set for that time, and anytime you hear that alarm, you're always like, oh, that means I have to go to school.
Yes.
So it's sort of like that. When I say I relate, now that I hear the alarm, I'm like, okay, I don't have to think about it.
You don't have to think about it. Exactly. Get over you.
Get over you. Get over you.
School.
Exactly. Mom, dad, school.
I love the mom, dad.
Now, I'm going to get into the song just a little bit more in terms of like genre, vocal capacity, your history and stuff. But before we do that, I feel like you and I both need to take a break because I need to get over you. Just kidding. With that being said, we shall return from whatever break is going to be broken for us breakers out there. With that being said, stay tuned here on Wish USA.
Why choose PSS? Because caring is our culture. PSS now has locations in New York, Los Angeles, and Florida. PSS Home Care, because we care.
And we're back. Welcome back to Wisher's Tea Time. Still with me, we have Nicky, and we're actually going to talk a little bit more about Get Over You. So Get Over You mentioned, is more upbeat. It's a more dancey kind of song. But what kind of dancey song is it? Is it pop? It's
very
funk?
pop. It's very pop, and it's very like on the experimental side. So what I do for a living is I make music for a living. I do songwriting, and so I deal with a lot of clients who like country music, who like pop, funk, and all of that. And so making all the beats and the music for them, arranging it for them, I was kind of just like, I really want to kind of put all of that together.
Okay.
Not the country beat though, and just kind of make something of my own. Right. So it has a little bit of like, I love electronic music, so it's got a little bit of that. It's got a little bit of like R&B in it, and ultimately, all together, it's, I would say electro pop actually.
Okay.
It's very upbeat. Yeah.
Electro pop. Did you start off as a singer in that genre, or were you?
I didn't actually. I didn't. So I was sort of like born into music.
I sort of
my dad was like, you know, my dad is like was a full-time musician.
Like a balladeer, maybe.
So he had me like sing to Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston,
belting.
like all the belting and the mixed belt. And I grew up in that world. And then I'm sort of like ADD when it comes to music. And then when I was like in 6th grade, that's when I started like getting into theater. And then it wasn't until in college that I got into classical music, to opera, and then I sing with an opera right now. But so generally with all these like genres, I was like, so who am I really in music? What am I really, like, what is my true voice? Like, who am I? So that was like a little bit of discovery. Exactly. I see. I was like staring straight, and I was like, okay, I think I know what I want. And it's this song. Yeah, everything that I was like, okay, I'm comfortable with singing, and just the beat and everything, it just made me so happy, like listening to it. So,
but you mentioned this was an experimental stage. So do you see yourself going in a different direction from this kind of sound, or are you planning on sticking with that?
Yeah, I'm always evolving, and as an artist, I feel like we should always be evolving and looking towards the next best thing that looks really good. That looks really, really good. The next best thing, and so I may stick with this style and play with this for a while, or I may evolve. Like we just don't know.
Never know.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that you're ADHD with music, because that means you have a lot of possible openings to enter.
Yeah.
Now, in terms, I'm assuming you have this one single out right now, but you're going to be working on some other stuff as well.
Absolutely.
If the Wishers wanted to stay in touch with you in terms of like any live shows, anything new you have coming out, where can they follow you and your music?
Sure, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Nicky Allado. You can also follow me on Spotify, Nicky Allado. I have some of my songs there.
And Nicky Allado, 2Ks?
That is Nicky, actually, and Allado. Yeah.
There you go. In case this comes out before she puts anything out, then I guess you can find us and you will find her. If you're already watching us, then you will also watch her. But here we go. We have this drink.
What is this?
I mean, honestly, you tell me what it tastes like. I'm gonna be real honest with you. It looks
You did say it's coffee, right?
It is coffee. It looks a little watered down. Maybe I put too much milk. But while she takes a drink, we're gonna go ahead and go into this sponsor. If you are someone who aspires to be one of these independent up-and-coming artists, and is looking for a good record company that believes in talent, then check out today's sponsor. To be honest, I too have broken that.
I've broken this many times.
Okay.
I never broke it.
And Autumn Rain Records, where artists' visions are turned into music through their experience in music production. Autumn Rain believes that music expresses that which cannot be said, because when words fail, music speaks. Make sure to check out their website at solo.to/Autumn Rain Records, and that is the tea. With that being said, this is not the tea, it is the coffee.
It's coffee.
Sort of tell me what, I don't know what it tastes like.
It's like hazelnut.
It is hazelnut.
Is the milk hazelnut?
No.
So there's syrup. So it's the syrup, right?
No.
It's the coffee itself?
It is a surprise. It's a secret, trade secret.
Wait, no, really. It's so good.
Thank you.
You're like, thank you. It's just
Thank you.
It's really good.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you tasted the hazelnut, because if you didn't taste the hazelnut, it would very well.
Well, it's very hazelnut.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. It's got like a, it's not too sweet. And I do like the watered down version.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's too creamy, I'm just like, oh, wait, no, it's too creamy. This
I was
good.
mixing
This
it
is
up
good.
and I saw that it was, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have put a little more
This is
coffee.
very good.
Thank you very much. And with that being very good, today is also very good because we had Nicky Allado with us. I'm totally messing up my English right now, but that's okay.
No, you're good.
That's okay.
You're
We're all
good.
good. Everything's fine. We're fine. Follow Nicky on all social media networks and musical platforms, especially for the song that she has out, because she's probably going to come out with more. And by more, that means there's more for you guys to listen to.
Absolutely.
But once again, we are Wish USA. My name is Teej, and this is Wishers Tea Time. Wishers, keep on wishing. Bye.